In July 2023, we experienced a phenomenon in movie making where we witnessed two epic movie releases on the same day. I'm talking about Barbenheimer, and with the Oscars coming up this weekend, it's time to review them. So today we are starting with Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, and it's based off of the more than successful toy line from Mattel and has been around since 1959. Hollywood had the plans to make a Barbie movie for a long time, and it has been in various states of development for a good while, and honestly, I didn't think anyone would have guessed it would be the incredible movie that it turned out to be. As kids, we are sold on fantasy over reality constantly, and then as we grow up, we get a harsh taste of what reality actually is, and that's kind of what the premise of this movie is. Barbie is suffering a crisis that leads her to question everything that she knows and loves in her world and her existence, leading her on a journey from Barbie's world known as Barbie Land to the real world, discovering the ways that all people are treated compared to Barbie Land and the effect that has on the Barbies. Although this movie has a lot of really deep points, like there are definitely some lessons in this that I think some people might need to hear, I was pleasantly surprised by all of the comedy and adult jokes that never failed to make me laugh and keep me entertained the whole way through. It's cleverly funny and it makes fun of a lot of what it's selling constantly. And if you haven't heard them yet, there are some really awesome tracks that come out of this movie, especially Ryan Gosling's musical number toward the end of the film called I'm Just Ken, which even made it to some of the top of the music charts out there. Speaking of Ryan Gosling, though, he is hilarious as Ken, and he brings the character so much charisma and heart. And in the Barbie Land world, amongst all of the different Kens, he is constantly trying to stand out amongst them to try and win over Margot Robbie's affection. When all he ever really has known is how to beach, which had me in tears. Margot Robbie, on the other hand, was phenomenal and such a perfect casting choice. Her performance is really moving, and she really brings Barbie to life as we follow her journey to self-discovery, thinking that Barbie has done nothing but good to the world, and then finding out the truth about how the world is outside of this fantasy. Greta Gerwig's telling of this story through her expressively talented self with exceptional production design by Sarah Greenwood was incredible. From the outfits to the sets, all of it. She managed to immerse the audience perfectly into this world. It's bright and it's colorful and it's full of life. And the way that the cinematography is handled by Rodrigo Prieto managed to produce one of the best crafted films of the year. I think Gerwig has really made a place for herself as a filmmaker and is on her way to being legendary. I mean, look at what she's pumped out so far with films like Lady Bird and now even Barbie, to say the least. I love her work so far. Now, even though the movie really felt to me like it really had to push this message out there, I wouldn't consider it a con, especially with it being the important message that it is. Needless to say, how these fantasies that society pushes onto young men and women that are unrealistic versions of themselves that best suit society ultimately just creates confusion. As a man, I saw how it goes both ways in that it depicts the crazy extreme masculinity which is pushed onto boys and men by the media and mega corporations. And I know this movie has gotten a lot of backlash and has gotten a lot of people out there acting up. How dare you make a good movie that is somewhat progressive and is shedding light on issues that we are still dealing with today. But yeah, here is my review. I'd give Barbie an easy 5-star rating. I had nothing short of a great time watching this film, and I was even shocked at how much it moved me. It's a movie I know I will watch again and again and not get tired of. So I highly recommend giving it a watch, and let me know what your thoughts are about Barbie. Until then, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Calvin Cam podcast. We appreciate you all so very, very much. And you know, if you like us, hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps us out, as well as you can go over to our social media platforms like Instagram or X and follow us over there. We like to communicate and build our community up, as well as you could also go to patreon.com/thecalvincam and join one of our 3 tiers that we offer. We offer a couple of different benefits per tier, and good stuff, and it would really, really help us, and we'd really appreciate it, of course. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.